All right, what's going on, y'all? I'm actually just sitting in my car. So I wasn't even going to work tonight because honestly, I felt really shitty. I felt really really crappy like the past day or two, and I'm just now starting to feel a little bit better. So I'm literally debating on like if I want to even work tonight, especially since I just got off work. Um, you know, like um at 6:30, and it's basically like 8:10 right now. I'm gonna be honest too. I'm about to just quit this job anyway because this job has basically served its purpose. I would rather have like my Friday and my Saturday evenings free, rather than basically just work a double shift on Fridays and Saturdays. Um, yeah. But anyway, so I'm probably not going to be working this second job much longer because honestly, I just don't like how it makes me feel. And while yes, it is nice to have extra money, I don't really want to have a second job if there's not nothing that I'm necessarily trying to accomplish, like in the moment. So yeah, but anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about I wanted to talk about something random. I want to talk about long distance relationships and why I would never do a long distance relationship and why I personally hate them and why I don't like them and why I think they're horrible. And this is just a random. I tried doing it a long time ago, and I was actually going to try doing it again with my ex, my ex girlfriend. Yeah, y'all can see I'm still kind of coughing a little bit. I had the worst headache yesterday, and then it went away. I took some stuff and it went away, and then it came back today at my first shift job, and I started feeling like shit all over again. And now I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to feel better again. And then my stomach was hurting too, and my stomach was weird, and all kind of weird stuff was going on with that. And I don't know, but I thought it was because I was fasting. But one thing I learned, and I'm learning more and more, is fasting can be really good for you, but if you do it too long the wrong way, it can fuck up like your digestive system. So and if you fast too long, it can be bad for you. And I already knew that, but I be losing track of time sometimes, y'all, and I be forgetting how long I be fasting. And so like I'll be fasting for like in my mind, I may think I'm fasting for like I don't know, maybe like a day, maybe, but it'll be like maybe like 2 days or something like that. But I be so used to just kind of dragging it out. But then like when I go to start eating again, it's like my body like has to basically like it's weird. It's like my body's digestive tract or whatever operating system like has to reboot. Like I have to like put food in my stomach and it has to like start processing that food for it to get back to like normal operating. It's kind of weird. I'm not trying to be weird or anything, but I just noticed that because like, it's like my body, it don't be acting right when I just fast for like too long. And I'll be like, is something wrong with me? Like, am I getting sick or something? I'm like, nah, I'm just, because I was looking up certain symptoms and stuff like that. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then the longer I like just started eating regularly, like the more normal, like I started to feel, but it was just, it is, I got to be careful with that, I definitely got to like take more time to research how to, do it. There are definitely benefits to fasting, but you don't want to, I probably won't fast no more than like, at the most a day or 12 hours. Cause once you start getting over a day, like the body, it's almost like, certain organs start to kind of, I know there's certain like, enzymes and minerals that can basically get depleted. And if those enzymes and minerals and stuff like that get depleted while you're fasting, it can cause some problems, and just you gotta be careful. But anyway, see, I had that going on, and I think that kind of may have triggered some other stuff. Maybe I don't know, but I felt horrible yesterday. Um, so bad that I couldn't even. I was supposed to go and buy an RV, and like I felt so bad, like I couldn't even meet the guy up. So I'm supposed to buy it Sunday, and well, hopefully, if I'm going to test drive it, and if it test drives good, then I'm going to just say fuck it and buy it. I'm going to just buy one cash because the places I was going to get them from, they're acting shady, and I was going to trade mines in, but the banks are acting retarded, and they're lowballing me on what they're going to give me for mines, trading value, and they're just bullshitting me. So I got tired of that. I just found one online for cash, and I'm going to just buy it and be done with it. I won't have any payments. I got to just make sure that all the main things on it work, and it's roadworthy to drive long distances, because I plan on traveling a lot of places in it. So as long as the engine's good, the slides are good, you know, propane system's good, no leaks or anything, it's not leaking or anything. Um, I'm good. It's only got like 42,000 miles on it. It's not a newer one. It's like a '05, or yeah, it's a '05, but he's not asking much for it. And I said, well, I can save money instead of having to pay something for something brand new. And you can add like, modern stuff in there. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go Sunday morning and test drive it. And I've already seen it in person. I've already like been inside of it. I just haven't like test driven it yet. Um, but he like sent me pictures of like the stove and everything working. I'm like, well, I'm gonna test drive it first, and I'm gonna like retest everything again. Because I am paying a good bit of money for it. So yeah, so yeah, hopefully it works out. And it's a Spanish guy too. He doesn't speak much English. We even having to use Google Translator to understand each other. So that's been kind of annoying, and I've been trying to like tell dude like, listen, I gotta check over this whole thing before I give you this money, because I'm not trying to get this thing down the road and it blows up or some shit, which I don't think it will, but I'm making sure before I give you this money, like I'm checking over everything, I'm test driving it. I'm gonna like inspect this whole thing, because I can't afford to just give money away and then like I'm gonna be traveling in this thing, I'm gonna be going long distances, wherever the fuck I travel to. One of my first destinations is gonna probably be like the beach, probably, and then I'm gonna just basically decide where I go beside after that. I don't know. It's up in the air right now. Part of me wants to go towards the west, and then part of me wants to be like, I don't know about that. Fuck that. It's just I'm confused right now, because I feel like I'm being pulled in multiple directions, but I haven't really made my mind up which direction I want to travel and move to. So I may just stay on the East Coast. I may just because another thing too, after I get this Class C, I'm gonna be basically using my other trailer that I'm in right now for a rental. Hopefully, that's the plan, at least, to make some passive income. And I have to be able to have someone or pay somebody to take care of that if I'm on the road traveling. So I got to figure out how to do that. I got to set that up, and that's just a bunch of bullshit too. So yeah, but this is all dependent on if I get it. I get in it. I go get it set Sunday and everything checks out. If not, then I may just say fuck it and buy a truck and just pull my trailer and just do it like that. I don't know, but yeah. So, but anyway, back to the video. I hate when I do that. Fuck. Okay, so anyway, but yeah, so yeah, long distance relationships. Like I hate long distance relationships. Um, I was going to actually try to do one with the girl that I was not my last girlfriend, the girlfriend before my last girlfriend. So I dated two girls this past well yeah, it would be last year. Yeah. So I dated two girls last year. And the girlfriend, well, no, technically like both of them were kind of like wanting to come with me because I was telling them that, I'm going to be getting an RV. I'm going to want to be traveling, so I don't really know how this is going to work out. And one of them said that we can just meet up whenever you're in the area, and the other one was like, well, I can try to come with you, but she had a kid, so I'm like, I mean, I don't really care if that he comes but she had like two kids really, but her other kid was her mom, so I was like, I don't know how that worked out, but she had a younger kid, but her younger kid was like just starting school, so I'm like, I don't really know how that's gonna work out because I don't really know where I'm gonna be at. Like I may just be in one state for a while, and then I might just move to like a campground or something. I don't know, but I'm like, you can come, but I don't know how that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. And then it went from that to just, well, she was like she couldn't come. But my other girlfriend, before my last girlfriend, she was like, well, we'll just meet up, whenever you're near me or in the area. And I'm like, okay, cool. If you want to try it, okay, cool. My thing is when it comes to like long distance relationships, and by the way, I'm not dating any of these girls right now. Like we broke up. But anyway, yeah, when it comes to like long distance relationships, like I do not believe in long distance relationships because let's just be real, like we all have, this goes for guys and girls. We all have people around us. If you're a woman, you have men around you that are probably trying to get your attention, trying to, you know, I'm gonna be blunt. There's guys that are probably trying to fuck you. There's probably guys that you want to fuck. And if I'm a man, there's probably girls that I see that I may meet or run into that, might find I'm romantically interested in. That might just want to, you know what I'm saying? So both parties. It's just like, you know, and sometimes I like being alone, and then other times I don't like being alone. I'm kind of weird like that. I like to be alone sometimes, but when I want the company of a female, of a romantic partner, I want the company of a romantic partner. When I want to, when I want to chill with a female or whatever, I want to chill with I want to chill with a female. I want to have time with a female. So like I have times where I definitely be wanting that. So and then it's the same for the girl too. Like she wants a guy, she wants to date, she wants to be taken out and wined and dined, and she wants to feel feminine and special and all that kind of other bullshit. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm not really like I'm not really into the long distance thing. It's like I'm either like with somebody where it's either a thing or it's not. Because I'm 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 you know I've lived long enough to, I put it like this. I'm not a dumbass. Like I understand that your girl is only as faithful as, how can I say this? Your girl or your guy or your boyfriend might have intentions of being loyal or being faithful, but at the end of the day, she's human and the guy's human, and there's going to be the right guy that says the right thing that basically can get her out of draws. I'm just going to I'm gonna put it like that. And same thing for guys. Like there's going to be a girl or a woman that says the right thing at the right time of day. I may be just feeling kind of lonely one day, and somebody comes along and they're like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" And I'm just like, "Actually, I do. I've been sitting here in this fucking trailer, not really doing nothing, working my ass off, and then this fine bitch comes along and is like, hey, sorry, fine woman comes along, and she's like, hey, you want to hang out? And I'm thinking like, and the last thing on my mind is like hanging out. I'm just like, by hang out, do you mean sexual intercourse or do you mean like just hang out? You know, as a guy, this time I'm thinking, right? Because no one just randomly comes along and is like, hey, you want to just hang out without some type of romantic interest, even if it's like subconscious, you know, right? So like if a girl says like, hey, you want to like hang out, wink, wink, and I'm just like, hell yeah, I want to hang out. Like, especially if I'm not, you know, like, dating nobody, nothing like that. So that's all I'm saying. Like, as men or as women, we both want to have a romantic partner or some type of romantic companion, at least sometimes. And I know I definitely do sometimes. Sometimes, like I said, I get lonely sometimes, you know. I haven't been single that long, but I'm kind of getting to the point to where, I kind of miss having, somebody where it's just nice, I like having that, but at the same time too, I'm not the kind of romantic part. I'm not the kind of boyfriend that I want to be up under you like all the time, like, because sometimes like I would get kind of annoyed like when my girlfriend wouldn't give me space. Like, okay, I'm going to explain to y'all literally why. Okay, I'll put it this way. This is literally how my last relationship ended. Okay, my last relationship ended. My ex, demanded that I completely move in with her full time. And she was like, I can't do this long. It was like the weirdest thing. She was like, I can't do long distances because I need you here all the time. I'm like, first of all, I'll be here like 4 to 5 days a week anyway. Second of all, it's not really long distance. I live like 30 miles away. It ain't that far. It takes me like maybe like 45 minutes to get here. And I was literally coming from work there, like out of 7 days a week, I was coming there like anywhere from 4 to 5 days a week. This crazy girl was like getting mad and like getting pissed off because I didn't just agree to basically completely move in and live there 7 days a week. And I'm like, bruh, like, first of all, we've been having a few issues. And, before I just move in with you permanently like that, plus, I don't really believe in, as a man, I don't really feel like, as a man, you should move into a woman's house. That's just me, how I feel. Like, other guys, maybe, but I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable as a man moving into a woman's house and just being like, well, fuck my living situation. I'm moving in with you. So that was another thing too. I'm not moving in with you. If I move in with you, I'm gonna still have my place of residence, right? But she was wanting me to just drop my whole living situation and permanently move in with her. And we have been having a few like issues. And so my thing was, okay, I can start coming over here like 7 days a week if it's really that serious to you. But I'm like, listen, before we might make this thing serious, like I want to just make sure that like we as a couple, like we're good, like we solid basically. And basically because I said that, she was basically acting like she wanted to break up. And she was just flipping out and just acting crazy. I'm like, listen, like, I'm literally here like 5 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week. Normally it was like at least 5 days a week, but I had my dog that was at my camper still, at my trailer. And, sometimes, my parents would need help out with stuff, and I would like help them out with stuff. And then sometimes I just wanted to just be in my own space, It's like, I'm with you like 5 days a week. Sometimes I just want to be in my own space. It's nothing personal. Sometimes as human beings, like we just need time. And I'm like, keep in mind, like I'm still trying to like figure out my life and, map stuff out. Like I'm still trying to so sometimes I would just need time to myself just to think and kind of like plan stuff out. Like this girl would like flip out and get mad when I would just like step out the house for a little while just to go to the skate park or go to like the gym to work out. It was the craziest thing. Like it was like a really weird codependent kind of thing. But yeah, so that's basically like why me and my ex, my last girl I dated, this crazy ass white chick. This is why we broke up, because she wouldn't give me space to kind of like just. And then like it was a lot of times when I was leaving out, I was literally trying to like do productive stuff, like business business oriented stuff, and like she would just flip out. Like it was a couple times where I was wanting to DoorDash, and she like threw fits because I was like door dashing to make more money to like help give her money for shit. But she was like flipping out and like, why you gotta leave and you always going somewhere? I'm like, yeah, so I can make money or work out or, you know, no man should just sit up under a woman like all day. Like, yeah, we can chill, we can be booed up, whatever we can, whatever we do, but like all day, every day, like no man should just sit up underneath a woman all day and just be there. I think that's weird. It's not weird. It's just, like I need to be doing something. Like after I rest. Like no, don't get me wrong. Like spend time with your girl. Like treat her good. You know, do whatever y'all do. Have y'all time set aside to have a healthy relationship. Go on dates, have date night. Fuck her brains out, all that kind of good stuff. But after that, like you gotta still do stuff. Like and it was like she just always wanted me just to like just sit there. Like we wouldn't even be doing nothing. We wouldn't even be doing nothing. We would just be sitting there in the house like all day, like just doing nothing. I'm like, I can't stay in the house all day. Like I need to get out. Like I need to get out. Go to the park, I don't know, like go to the skate park, go to the gym. I can't just sit in the house every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can chill. We can chill, relax. But after a while, I'm like, okay, I can't just sit here all day. So it was one of those kind of weird things. And I just was like, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I cannot do long distances because, it rarely ever works out. And one of the parties usually gets approached by somebody and, or both, and it just rarely ever works out. So, that's why, I told the people I was dating, I'm like, if you want to try it, we can. But I told her, I was just like, I really don't want to, because I think that long distance relationships rarely ever work out. And it's just like, me knowing me, like, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm a ladies' man or nothing like that, because I really rarely ever approach women, typically, like, I don't really approach women. Like, I'll either know somebody or just kind of run into somebody and through conversation, and then usually it kind of like ends up turning into some type of situation. Like, I've never been the kind of guy that just it'd be like, hey, let me get your number. Like, I've never been like that. I never have been. But I just feel like eventually, if I'm on my own, doing my own thing, more than likely I'm going to meet somebody or something like that, and then vice versa. Like, you are too, and I just don't want to like put myself in one of those situations where, all of a sudden, like, you call your girl over the phone and, she's like, oh yeah, I would never do that to you, and blah blah blah. You call her one day, and in the background, all of a sudden you hear like a moaning sound or something like that, and like, what was that? You know what I'm saying? We've all like heard the stories like that. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, for me, I'm just like, just to even avoid getting cheated on, like, I don't want to have no parts. And you can still get cheated on, like, if you're local. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, you can still get cheated on if you live in the same city. Like, that don't necessarily make a difference, but long distance, it's a lot more likely that your girl's gonna get lonely and somebody's gonna come along and be like, hey, I'm that guy, and she's gonna just be like, yeah, fuck him. He's like all the way across the country somewhere on the East Coast. Like, fuck him. And then I'm gonna be like, well, fuck her. She's like all the way across the country somewhere over there doing whatever the fuck she's doing. So fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like I get it. Like, it's niggas, they want to fuck, and it's definitely bitches I want to fuck here too. So like, I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? And then like, there's like this pressure. Like there's like these timetables where like, if you're out doing whatever you're doing, or like for me personally, like I'm still trying to figure stuff out. Like I don't really have a plan. I'm working on stuff. Is this different things that I'm trying to figure out. Like I'm not where I want to be financially to just focus on somebody. And let's just be real. Like if I'm serious about somebody, like I kind of really want to be like more financially stable anyways, and I'm definitely not. I'm still kind of like, I'll be traveling, but I'll be still figuring things out, and I don't have a lot of money to blow on a female, at least like not right now. Like women require a lot of money, and I honestly, like, I don't have a lot of money to just devote to a woman. I would love to the right woman, but I just don't have that kind of money right now. I'm still getting my stuff, my own life, like figured out. And when you start dating, women have a lot of high expectations and demands, and a lot of women, if something you can't do it, they're gonna get turned off and go date somebody else. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll save you the time and just tell you, like, right now, like I don't really have that right now. Like I'm working towards it, but there's so many other things that I have to do. Like, and I don't want to put this pressure on myself to reach some goalpost by a certain time. And if I don't reach this goalpost by a certain time and like get to you, or I don't fucking know, like reach you, or be somewhere where we can be together, you like just move on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if that's the case, then just move on. Like don't worry about it. Like because I can't give people like a fucking timetable of when I'll be where I need to be at to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like it could be a year, it could be 2 years, hell, it could be 3 years. I don't know. But I don't want to put that kind of pressure on myself just to be like, oh well, I gotta hurry up and get this done so I can go meet this bitch across the country. Like I don't, and then it's just like, honestly, like I'm gonna be real, like I don't even feel like I should be even, organizing my life or revolving my life around any person or any woman or any situation where I'm not even really sure, like, the level of, like, like, how real that situation is, because a motherfucker can just wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what, nah, never mind. And then you're making all these arrangements or some shit for a situation that might not even exist the next day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's another reason too. Like, I'm not about to like rearrange my whole life and situation over one person when I don't even know where we're going to stand at in the future, or like in like a week or a month. Somebody could just come in the picture and then just basically just completely just make me like non-existent. You know what I'm saying? So like that's another reason why too. Because I'm really bad about doing that sometimes. Sometimes I'll meet somebody, I like them, but it's temporary. You got a little fuck buddy, whatever, and you just whatever. But then like in like a month or so, like these people are like they're not even in your life, and I'm bad about meeting somebody. I like them, whatever, and then I start just completely like revolving my life around them and making changes for them. And I'm just like, why? Like, this person might not even be here in a year or a month or hell, even a week, you know? So that's something else too, like, so yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff that I'm working on right now. There's my store. I'm trying to invest. I'm investing, and then, hopefully this camper is good on Sunday. If it's good on Sunday, then I'll probably be buying it. After I buy it, I'm going to basically put my camper or my RV up to be rented because I won't have to stay in that one anymore. And then I'm going to travel in mines, and then I'm going to use my camper as a alternative source of money if everything goes according to plan. But either way, though, I'm getting on the road. I don't give a fuck. Even if I have to get a truck and just say fuck it and just pull mines, I'm gonna be traveling this summer. I've waited long enough. I'm not waiting no longer. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to. Cause I mean, I'm tired of. I'm tired. I'm not trying to work my life away. Either way, I'm gonna make it happen. I would prefer to do it in a Class C, and be able to make extra money with my camper. But if not, I'm gonna still do it. Like, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting. I'll put it this way: I'm not gonna wait another year to start enjoying life. I'm gonna have to still work towards my goals and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna just sit and work the entire summer away just so I can, whatever the fucking year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta start enjoying life right now in the present moment too. Don't stop working, but you gotta enjoy life while you're, doing your goals and stuff like that. I'm tired of just working all the time. You gotta have fun too. So anyway. But yeah, man, this is just a short video. This is why, I really don't approve of, long distance relationships because they rarely ever work out. You know, Normally there's somebody that meets somebody else, and you know, like I said, I mean, listen. I know it's niggas that they gonna want to fuck, and there's definitely bitches that I want to fuck. Didn't even know. Came to my attention recently. People were interested in me, and I had no idea. I know now, but didn't know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all good. I'm not mad. Oh God. Hold on. At the end of the day, we all have needs. We all have wants and desires, and it's unrealistic to just be like, hey, just wait on me for like 3 years until I can come date you and be with you physically. I don't expect that anymore. It's just like, you know what, fuck it. If, I'm with somebody and we're long distance, or I meet somebody that's long distance and, we get together and it's a match, wonderful. And if I don't, then fuck it. I mean, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? Like, I have to do what I have to do. Like, I can't, what I'm saying? I can't just snap my fingers and, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work like that, And if I'm on like this schedule, or you have to do this by this time, or I'm going to like find somebody else, I just say, well, just find somebody else then, you know? Just find somebody else and get it over with, and, do you. I don't know. I mean, what do you want me to say? You know? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's if there's that many extra options out there for you, then who am I to be like, don't date that guy, don't fuck that? Like, no, go fuck your brains out. I don't know. I mean, I am. I'm just saying. So anyway, that's the video. I mean, that's basically it. And yeah, I'm gonna try to take me a short nap before work. And yeah. Well, actually no, because it's actually 8:44. and I spent most of my time making this video. I have to clock in at 9. Fuck. Well, so much for a nap. Oh well, fuck it. Anyway, later.